let's make things a little more interesting. How about we hang this person upside down and let the vultures feed on him? No, no, no. How about we dip him in boiling water? Ooh, I have a better idea. How about we just cut off all his limbs and let him die, suffering? Wait. If you want to kill him, at least give him a righteous death. At least go slightly easy on him. Maybe try, because this is too much. Oh, Angel, you're so boring. There is no fun in doing this. Fun? You think killing someone is fun? See, I did not have an option earlier, so I agreed with you on killing this person, but this does not give you a right to torture him. And since I agreed with you the last time, this time you have to agree with me, Devil. You have no other choice. Angel, you're so boring. But fine, let's go with the classic way. How about we just smash his head? And yes, there are going to be no other discussions. We are going to do this, and this is final. Fine, I'll agree with you at least on this much. And while the angel and devil had finally decided the common grounds on whether I should kill this person or not, I lifted my slipper and with the amount of force I could, maximum force, I hit the cockroach that was on the floor, looming around in my room, haunting me, coaxing me to kill it. Greetings, Toastmasters. Since childhood, we have been negotiating in our lives. Negotiating with our parents to buy us that one teddy bear that we saw in the shop earlier. Negotiating with them to let us go to that pajama parties that our friends had planned, or that after party in the 12th grade, or maybe on a trip. And we also negotiate with the teacher so that one mark that I think we deserve for writing such long answers. We also negotiate with the person in the shop trying to get that overpriced t-shirt at a reasonable price. You see, this cycle of negotiation is so common to us that we feel it's natural that negotiation takes place between two people. And this negotiation takes place in order to, make sure that there are no differences between people. But in reality, we do not realize that in our lives, the most we negotiate with is not someone from outside, but indeed with ourselves. We negotiate with ourselves in order to find the perfect solution to the problem that we are facing. We sometimes negotiate in order to convince ourselves that we are supposed to leave that one toxic person whom we loved but no longer deserves to be in our life. There every aspect where you find yourself negotiating on various aspects. But wait, negotiating with ourselves? That sounds so weird, right? Wait, if I negotiate with myself, who will win? Can I go against my own thoughts? Wait. How do I talk to myself without sounding crazy to anyone? These are the type of questions that comes to our mind all the time. But in reality, we find that this human mind has been struggling with all these negotiations the entire life, trying to find a solution. And this is something that all of us possess, but not all of us realize that we do. When you negotiate with yourself, you find that solution and recognize the problem. And this is something you can add to the holy book of humans. And this book that I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, nothing else but experience. Well, if you negotiate with yourself, you'll find a better way of living. You'll find having a stronger relationship with other people, and also all the rewards that you are searching for in the life, they'll come walking to you just because you know how to negotiate with yourself correctly. So, while this seems like a very, very crazy idea, in reality, when you negotiate with yourself, it is indeed the most important one, because this is the one that will determine what actions you're going to take in life and what is the quality of your life. So, people, stop thinking and start negotiating. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu.